This, my friends, is the A320 Neo and not the other A320 that Fennec uses. Anyway, I just wanted to have a go and see if I can remember how to use this one. So I'm going to, I'm going to have a look and see how it pans out. So we're getting everyone on board. I really need to get the fuel tanker in, don't I? How do I get it to refuel? Good question. Right. Right, 2 minutes on that.
Boarding started.
Oh shit. Need to go top, no? No, not that one.
Welcome.
One.
Welcome aboard. Welcome. May I see your boarding pass?
Do you know what? I'm going to turn one of my controls on.
Welcome aboard.
Hopefully this will work.
Good afternoon. Welcome aboard.
Yep, we're up and running.
May I see your boarding pass?
Right, so what we done? We can stick that.
May I see your boarding pass?
Stick that on now. On, I can go on. Get back down there.
Welcome.
Do I need 3 in it?
Welcome aboard.
Right, what I want to do, services.
Welcome aboard.
The cargo door open, get
May
the
I see
baggage
your boarding pass?
open.
Welcome aboard.
Fuel truck. Yep, we need
Welcome.
that.
Welcome aboard. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Right, let's get some calculation. Oh, we can't yet, can we?
Welcome.
Right, while that's going on, I'll
May I see your boarding pass?
get
May I see your boarding pass?
the Yatsu in.
Welcome aboard. May I see your boarding pass? Good afternoon. May I see your boarding pass? Welcome.
Yeah, it always says that. I don't know. Away, what?
Good afternoon.
Mismatch. Oh, we'll check that in a minute. Let's
Good afternoon.
did we put that in
Good
there?
afternoon. May I see your boarding pass?
Yep.
Welcome.
What? Format error?
Good afternoon. Welcome aboard.
Invalid flight plan uplink? What the fuck?
Welcome aboard.
Oh, there we go. Departure.
Good afternoon.
25.
May I see your boarding pass? Good afternoon. May I see your boarding pass? Welcome aboard. see your boarding pass?
They've changed this approach twice tonight. Let's go via Sapri. Where will that be? Where will that take us? Let's go 22. RLS 22.
Good afternoon.
Sapri, yeah, we'll go Sapri. Why has that just opened up? No, I don't really know why this is something new, because the tab, the other flight bag, has opened up automatically without me actually doing anything, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with that.
Good afternoon. Welcome aboard. May I see your boarding pass? Good
I
afternoon.
know about that one, so that's not a clear.
Welcome.
I think that's... really, we just need to wait for them to
Good afternoon.
load. Let's have a look for them.
Welcome aboard. Good afternoon.
I don't know why that is there. I really don't want that up there.
Welcome.
Look at that, really poor, innit? Just straight through the middle of that.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
I suppose we should go and check things on the ATIS, I suppose.
May I see your boarding pass? Welcome. May I see your boarding pass?
Our conditions. Landing and departing runway 25, transition level 060. Advise on initial contact, you have information November.
Good afternoon.
Luton Airport information November. 1859 Zulu, wind 2 for 5 at 14, visibility 10 miles or more, few clouds at 4,400, temperature 19, dew point 10, QNH 1017, VFAR conditions. Landing and departing runway 25, transition level 060. Advise on initial contact, you have information November. Luton Airport information November. 1859 Zulu, wind 2 for 5 at 14, visibility 10 miles or more, few clouds at 4,400, temperature 19, dew point 10, QNH 1017, VFAR conditions.
I think we got all that
Landing
in.
and departing runway 25,
Yeah, that's
transition
good.
level 060. Advise.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board EasyJet flight from London to Geneva. My name is Elvis, and I am the captain of this flight. We are currently preparing for departure, and we will be taking off shortly. Thank you for choosing EasyJet. Enjoy your flight. Our flight today will take approximately 1 hour and 27 minutes. The weather in Geneva is clear. Please remember to keep your seatbelt fastened while seated, and whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated.
Hello and welcome aboard. My name is Lucinda Allen, and I am the cabin crew member on this flight. As you could hear from our captain, we are currently preparing for departure, and we will be taking off shortly. Please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened and your seat back and tray table are in the upright position. Please turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones. Smoking is prohibited for the duration of the flight. If you have any questions or need assistance, please don't hesitate to ask me or one of my colleagues. Ladies and gentlemen, shortly after takeoff, we'll begin our onboard service with a selection of snacks and beverages. You'll find our menu in the seat pocket in front of you. If you have any specific dietary preferences or requests, please don't hesitate to let one of our crew members know.
So, we're still waiting for the navigation to align. What I ain't done is I need to get some information off of there, off the tablet. Not the tablet, the flight bag here. So, services, payload. Not completely loaded yet, are we? So we're 32.44. 32.44. And what is our fuel? Fuel is oops, that fuel is 56.4. 6.4. So no, it's not that button, that's the one. Oh yeah, what's didn't do my calc. Blow. Let's go and check that again. Damn. Should have done that. Should have done that first. One 132, 132, 135. Okay. On the right button. Ain't that one. Ain't that one. Because that's the brake. Right. 132, 132, 135. 132. 132. 135. I have a bad feeling. Say that was minus. What else we got on there? Flex temp 66. 66. No. I keep pushing the wrong button. It's one of these. It's not that one. That's the one. 66. And then we just got to go over to the next page. No, that one, and then the next page, and we got zero fuel weight, zero fuel 54.5, and 32.4. And fuel, we've got 5.7 tons. That, I think, is everything I need to do on there. So I suppose next thing is to do is to go up to the top, which I can't remember which it is. That one. APU bleed on, and then down to there. Turn the oh, it's something. The thing is, GSX is so much easier to do all this messing around. So ground power hour off. The fuel trucks should be gone. Right. Back up to the top. That's on, that's on, that's on. Everything's done. Oh, the crew supply off. That's done. Everything up there looks good. So, beacon on. And I suppose I'm going to have to go and get an auto pushback somehow. Services. Where is pushback? I don't see any pushback here at all. Ground power, door forward. Oh, pushback. There we go. Pushback. So, call tug. Why can't I call the tug? Oh, pushback on. Confirm. Call tug. Tug's moving in. Sweet. Oh, I have to get some permission to take off, really, isn't it? Not take off, get my IFR clearance even, might be a good idea. Luton delivery, easy 64 Foxtrot November. Good afternoon, good morning, requesting IFR clearance to Geneva, please.
Easy 64 Foxtrot November, Luton delivery, expect runway 25, Rodney 1 Bravo departure, squawk 6322.
Spec runway 25, Rodney 1 Bravo departure, squawk 6322, easy 64 Foxtrot November.
Easy 64 Foxtrot November, read back correct. Contact ground 121.755 when ready for push or start.
Contact ground 121.755 when ready for push or start. Easy 64 Foxtrot November. So with that done, we've got the beacons on, so we just want to go over here, don't we? Parking brakes are off. Tug direction. So I'd say we are runways over there, right or left, it doesn't matter, does it? Backwards. Foxtrot November, Luton ground requesting push and start.
Easy 64 Foxtrot November, Luton ground, pushback approved, face west.
Pushback approved, face west, easy 64 Foxtrot November. I I tell you, that humming is doing my head in.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew, I ask that you please direct your attention to the crew members as we review the emergency procedures. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose, like this.
Oh, maybe. That could have something to do with it, I suppose. But you have to keep braking and stopping and braking and stopping.
Saltier 904 Lima, ramp 19 taxi via Bravo.
Ramp 19 via Bravo, Saltire 904 Lima.
Believe it or not, I am actually controlling the plane, but I'm doing it from a different little angle thing, little map thing that I've got. I think I'll just go back to the front for a minute. This is quite hard to steer this thing. And where's that one going? Because they haven't told me to stop. What the hell? Oh. Perhaps I have. Need to be a bit more over there, I think. Why is that plane coming? I haven't even cleared it yet, you dickhead. Yeah, you stop before you get your wing knocked off, fool. I'm not going to have to backtrack again, am I? So there should be a distinct difference in the engine sounds when we take off compared to the Phoenix. contact Luton Tower decimal 132 decimal 55.
Negative, tower on 132 decimal 555.
Contact tower on 132 decimal 555. Easy 64 Foxtrot November. Thank you. Luton Tower, Easy 64 Foxtrot November, requesting departure.
Easy 6 for Foxtrot November, number 1 for departure, hold short of 25.
Number 1 for departure, holding short of 25, Easy 64 Foxtrot November.
Easy 6 for Foxtrot November, backtrack runway 25, call when ready for departure.
Backtrack runway 25, call you when we're ready for departure, Easy 64 Foxtrot November. Right, we're going to go up and backtrack. I definitely think it's more sensitive than the Phoenix. We'll cut that a bit fine. Try and line it up a bit. If I get this straight. I always really find it awkward to keep this straight on here. See, that to me looks like that's going off. Let's have a look from the outside. How far off are we? Yeah, it's perfectly off. Let's get it round a bit more. Not perfect, but it's a little bit off. Right, let's everything's on, done that. Let's just check these bits down below. Let's do the cabin. Make sure the doors are armed. Ground spurs armed. Get the stupid seat thing out of the way. Armed. Now we just need to test it. Predictive wind shear. Yep, forgot about that. Where is my predictive wind shear? Interesting. I don't see my predictive wind shear. It's usually here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Still looks a bit off, doesn't it, for this takeoff? Well, I think everything's good. We just need departure, don't we? Easy 64 Foxtrot November, Luton Tower, requesting departure.
Easy 6 for Foxtrot November, Luton Tower, wind 265 at 14, runway 25, cleared for takeoff.
Luton Tower, wind 265 at 14, runway 25, cleared for takeoff, easy 64 Foxtrot November. Reset transponder, squawk 6322, easy 64 Foxtrot November.
Easy 6 to Foxtrot November, contact London, control 118.825.
Contact London Control on 118.825, easy 64 Foxtrot November.
London Control on 118.825.
London Control 118.825, easy 64 Foxtrot November. London Control, easy 64 Foxtrot November, flight level 4049, climbing to flight level 060. Climb to flight level 150, easy 64 Foxtrot
Dear
November.
Passengers, we're ascending to our cruising altitude. During this time, we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened. Shortly, we will commence our in-flight service. You can browse our selection of refreshments and meals in the Sky menu, conveniently located in your seat pocket.
far so good. What I will need to do is get those, get up there. Where are we? 6, 7. We're going to be making a left turn shortly. Once I get the landing lights off, I can tell you where we roughly are on the map. We're going to be doing this left turn at Luton. There goes that left turn. So, where are we, people? Well, it looks like Princess Risborough. Princess Risborough. What's that, in Bedfordshire, is it? Berkshire? So, basically we gotta get to a certain point on our map, and so where are we going? We're going to go down, we're going to cross Reading, we're going to then go down across Midhurst. That takes us into the English Channel. We come in by just to the southwest of Dieppe, all the way down through France.
We are now starting our in-flight service. We'd like to remind you that we accept card payments as well as cash. You can find our Sky menu in the seat pocket in front of you. Please remain seated while we serve you. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask one of our cabin crew members. Thank you.
Contact London Control on 118.475, Easy 64 Foxtrot November. Good morning, London Control, Easy 64 Foxtrot November with you at flight level 129130. Thank you.
Easy 64 Foxtrot November, London Control. Good morning, radar contact. Climb to flight level 310.
Radar contact, climb to level 310, Easy 64 Foxtrot November. Why did it say my T case is in standby? That shouldn't be. That should not be. Oh God. T case should not be in standby. It is. That's better. Now if I last time I turned the ABU bleed off, the whole bloody plane stopped. So I'm not too sure I want to do that right now. No portable devices. Seatbelts, no portable devices. Oh, is there a sign up there for that then? No, it says these are not on. Oh, you know what? I've screwed this because when I loaded the flight, I've loaded the flight into my SIM box with as a Phoenix, and it's not a Phoenix, and that's why things aren't working quite the way they're supposed to. So I can tell you where we are, but apart from that, the rest of my computer just doesn't work. We're going to just have to trust in the power of the Luke. So we're now making this right big swing turn. So I think the last time I flew the fly-by-wire would have been, oh, well, it would have been flight 20, it would have been in 2020, I reckon. I'm going to mess my map up here, my other map. So we're just approaching Shoreham. That one. That's really weird because I'm getting different. Oh shit! What the hell is that? What? Flaps. Gear not down. That's alright. Well, that was lucky, and then he messed that up, so kind of getting confused what reviews are now. To our left. So yeah, getting back to what I was saying, I use Simbox or Liftbox as they call it now, and I use some of the controls on the tablet to do things like lights, map, autopilot, radio, transponder, such and such. But I loaded it up, and because I'm used to flying the Phoenix all the time, I loaded it up as a Phoenix, and not actually flying the Phoenix. So that kind of makes things a little more interesting, I suppose. Right, we're just about to cross the A272 on our journey to Geneva. Oh, I got to tell you, I know this is nothing to do with flight sim, this is not related in any shape, way or form, but you know what? I found, after years of looking, I found some Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream. I have been so wanting some coffee ice cream for like time, and I found some pots of coffee ice cream in Sainsbury's. So I'm really looking forward to trying that. Anyway, flight information. We are currently just flown over Pulborough. We're just at just coming up to 31,000 feet. Passing over Storrington. I don't mean look outside so you get a better view. There we go. So we're now just coming, so that's Brighton to the left over there. And we've got Shoreham Airport just down there. You get to see a ship on this blue ocean, and they so tell me there is ships down there. So below us is Worthing. Now we've reached 31, you can probably hear the engines dropping off. I don't know if this is going to work. Anyway, there's a good chance I failed this because there's Brighton Pier. So I didn't check the weather really properly, but I am now. Where are we? So we're just, yeah, there's not, we've got a few storms around about in France. Possibly could have to pass through the edge of them. So I don't think much more going to happen on here for now, so I'm going to pause the video and then we'll resume when we're landing. So we're currently just passed over Notre Dame in France. We've got another 219 miles to go.
November. Contact Paris Control 1180.05. Have a good day.
Contact Paris Control 118.05. Good day. Easy 64 Foxtrot November. Good afternoon, Paris Control. Easy 64 Foxtrot November. Flight level 310 with you.
For Foxtrot November, Paris Control, radar contact.
Romeo, runway 22, easy 64 Foxtrot November. Didn't check the approach, did I?
Easy 64 Foxtrot November, verify instruction.
Yeah, easy 64 Foxtrot November, we verified the instruction.
Easy 64 Foxtrot November, verify instruction.
Did verify the instruction.
Expect loser 2, Romeo, runway 22, easy 64 Foxtrot November.
So perhaps I've not my mic. Perhaps my mic isn't recording. No, it is. I don't know what's going on there. Easy 64 Foxtrot November, we're ready for descent.
Easy 64 Foxtrot November, Lucer 2, Romeo runway 22, descent to flight level 270.
Lucer to Romeo, runway 22, descend to flight level 270, easy 64 Foxtrot November. So we're going down to 27. That will be the start of our descent. There was something else I was meant to do and I've forgotten what it was. Can't remember what I was meant to do. It was quite important. Oh yes, I know what it was. Very important. I wanted to get the information on the airport approach for 22, which is the 22 approach is what we've got here. 7,000 by Sapri. We want to be down at 4,000. Do I look at things? 4,000 by the time we get to GG808. So we're looking at 7,000. Of course, my I don't know why I'm even bothering with this. I'm not going to turn that off because, to be honest, that's just more of a problem. Because it's not set up right, so I'm not going to use the lift box now. I'm just going to do this in the plane, hopefully.
Paris Control, Kenya 101 Heavy, good day, flight level 430.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting our descent.
Kenya 101 Heavy, Paris Control identified.
Prepare for landing. Thank you.
Easy 64 Foxtrot November, contact Rims Control 128.3.
Contact Rims Control 128.3, easy 64 Foxtrot November.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard from our captain, we are starting our descent into Geneva. Please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened and your seat back and tray table are in the upright position. We will collect any remaining service items in a few minutes. Thank you.
Foxtrot November, Rims Control, we're at flight level, whatever we are at.
Easy 64 Foxtrot November, Rims Control, radar contact.
all this should be on. None of that came on when I started. It made the clicking sound to say it was, but actually it wasn't. So we're a little way to go yet, so I'll pause it a bit more. We're now going to go down to 2,300, or 23,000 should I say. No.
Reims control, Kenya 101 heavy, good day, flight level 430. Kenya 101 heavy, Reims control identified. Easy 64 Foxtrot November, descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140, easy 64 Foxtrot November. I do like this approach, especially when you get to see the mountains. Trying to fly for about a week and everything's just not gone. There's just been lots of problems. There you go, there we've got the mountains in the background.
Reims control, American 717 heavy, flight level 320. American 717 heavy, Reims control, radar contact. Easy 64 Foxtrot November, contact Mayor, stay control 120.85.
Contact Marseille control 120.85, easy 64 Foxtrot November. Good afternoon, Marseille Control. This is Easy 64 Foxtrot November. Flight level 173, descending to flight level 140.
Easy 64 Foxtrot November. Marseille Control. Radar contact.
Got a nice sharp turn coming up in a minute. That's going to put us on the point for the GG514 waypoint. At which point I'll go in and put that in the directory, take us over to Sapri. That should get us down to, by the time we're coming down from that, we'll be to about 7,000.
Easy 6 for Foxtrot November. Contact Geneva arrival 136.255.
Contact Geneva arrival 136.255. Easy 64 Foxtrot November. Good afternoon, Geneva arrival. This is Easy 64 Foxtrot November. Flight level 142, descending to flight level 140.
Easy 64 Foxtrot November Geneva arrival. QNH 1019er. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22.
QNH 1019, expect radar vectors for ILS 22. Easy 64 Foxtrot November.
Easy 64 Foxtrot November. Descend to 6,500 feet. QNH 1019er.
Descend to 6,500, QNH 1019.
All aircraft be advised information Lima now current. QNH 1020.
Right, so now I've got to get ready to put my lights on. Otherwise I'm going to lose a load more points on that, aren't I? Sorry about the boring view. I'll pause it. Yeah, I think we've got ships. I'm definitely seeing ships. At long last. Oh, there's the runway. Am I low enough? Come on, we've got to go down faster than this. Hurry up, because contact Geneva Tower 118.7, easy 64 Foxtrot November. Good afternoon Geneva, easy 64 Foxtrot November, flight level 390, coming into on approach.
Easy 64 Foxtrot November, Geneva Tower, wind variable, runway 22 clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 22, clear to land, easy 64 Foxtrot November. Easy 64 Foxtrot November, exit left at E.